good time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming here, because everyone's presence here is uplifting everyone else, and that's really what JemCon's all about. So thank you, and thank you all for being here. See, I can be nice.
Quick preview of some of Pizzazz's quarantine activity.
Raven, you are cosplay goals.
I
love the faces, Raven.
Got to Pizzazz.
Yes.
We have all of our judges assembled. I'm going to ask my beautiful host to mute the lines, except for the people that will be judging, which are myself, Jansen Raven, and our beautiful, wonderful hostess MC Tivia. And then we're going to get started. Tivia, what's the picture behind you?
The picture behind me, thank you for asking. This was my cosplay in 2012, which was American Beauty Gem. And then in 2013, I was fortunate enough to win a contest that Sharon Nettle hosted. It was something that she was doing through her blog. And the prize was that Sharon did original gem artwork of me in my cosplay costume.
So that's actually you?
That's actually me, and that was actually drawn by Sharon Nettle. If I move, you might see the signature at the bottom.
You know what? You better do it. That's why Miss Tivia is our MC, because she just won cosplay for the rest of eternity with us.
Yes.
All right, and now she has her Queen of Rock and Roll crown, so it looks like we're ready to go.
I have one other announcement that I'd like to make, just a quick apology for the technical difficulty. I had a green screen setup, but when I put on hair, it didn't work out. I thought I had accounted for that, but apparently it didn't work the way that I wanted it to, so I needed just that few minutes to switch the backdrop. Thank you for your patience, and let's rock and roll.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to welcome you to the first ever virtual JemCon Let the Music Cosplay competition. And tonight we're going to be featuring 13 contestants showing off some truly outrageous attire. We have assembled our expert panel of judges, each of whom has been a previous cosplay winner. So I would like to give us a chance to meet our judges before we do anything else and have them give a wave. So since she's already up on my screen, let's welcome judge number 1 is Raven. Hi, Raven.
Hello. I am so excited to be here and participating in this with you guys.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. As is the case with our second judge, Jansen. Say hello, Jansen.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing?
So beautiful.
What do you think?
It is truly Beauty and the Werewolf. Yes.
I was last year's ridiculous first place winner. So, and today I'm doing quarantine cosplay, but I'll talk about that a little later.
Excellent. That is our second judge, Jansen. And our third judge is John Hellman, AKA Bell Pepper.
Hello, everyone. I know I've seen a bunch of you over the last few days. I'm so excited to be here, and I can't wait to judge. Let's start some judging.
Absolutely. So let me tell you a little about what's happening. This is the first time that we've ever held a virtual cosplay event. So in order to do it, we accepted photo submissions in advance for the judges to review and score each contestant's entry on a scale between 1 to 10 points in the areas of costume design, overall universal appeal, accuracy, and craftsmanship. Now, we will be awarding a truly outrageous sash of honor to each of our top 3 contestants based on their high scores. And you can see it is a memento to treasure for the ages.
Yes, it is, Miss Ma'am.
There you go. And we also have one more special guest judge, and that is you. Because this year we're going to post a poll so that you can cast a vote for your favorite contestant to become our People's Choice winner. And we'll announce the results at the end of the show. And the People's Choice winner will also receive a very special sash of honor. So we'll put up that poll so that you can see, but make sure you check out all of the entries because you never know. There's some really amazing contestants here. Now, this year, we had the most contestants competing in traditional cosplay, and we did not have ample contestants qualifying for quarantine cosplay, which in part we feel like we didn't really maybe explain all of the intention behind that idea. So that's why we invited our second judge to kind of elaborate and showcase what quarantine cosplay looks like if you truly weren't able to leave the house and just had to make do with what you could grab that was a household item or whatnot. So let's throw this over to Jansen. And Jansen, tell us about how you might cosplay in quarantine.
Yeah. So quarantine cosplay is all about being resourceful and just using what you have around the house. You know, you're stuck inside all day. So I just happen to have a gem wig laying around and some earrings. And my other passion is Halloween and horror. So I had this little werewolf animatronic and some bottle lights. So I just was like, brainstorm, and I put them all together, and Beauty and the Rock promoter.
You better do it.
So yeah, it's great fun.
So tonight, everybody's in one category, and they all look great. But just to get the gears going, sometimes we do something a little wacky. Like this year was quarantine for obvious reasons. We hope we're not going to have to resort to that next year, but we might go back to something like ridiculesque. Maybe you could explain what you did for ridiculesque and what the concept is behind that. Traditional is very obviously you're dressing like a gem character, something out of the ordinary. What did you do for ridiculesque, Jansen?
Well, for years I was talking about doing, I was going to be Ashley with the honor jar, and I talked about it for years and years and never did it. So one year my friend TJ, who I don't know if he's in here in the audience tonight, he punked me and he actually did that cosplay. So I was like, oh, now I can't do it. So then we had the ridiculous contest and I said, okay, I'll flip it. I'll be the change jar and I'll carry a little Ashley. So I had my little t-shirt with coins glued on, and I had a jar with coins inside and money and stuff. And so I just flipped it and the judges liked it. And here I am today, so.
That's exactly it. Sometimes these crazy categories are just about flip it around a little bit, and then traditional is about exactly what we expect, which is all those great fashions and costumes. Which leads us to Judge Raven. I'd like to talk to you about how did you become a judge this year, as if the crown on your head isn't obvious.
Well, actually, I've been participating in gem cosplay since my first JemCon in 2015. And after I had competed on a number of levels, I decided that I wanted to be a judge. And that was actually supposed to be a surprise for some of the contestants and some of the participants and attendees if we had met in person. But since everything changed and we weren't able to meet on person, we created our own virtual space here. I decided to continue forward with that plan and continue to be a judge this year.
Well, we're delighted to have you and your expertise on panel. And this brings us now to our third judge. Sometimes we say John, but today Bell Pepper is with us. So really my question is, how did this contest result in you, Bell Pepper, being here?
Well, when the first JemCon that my husband and I attended, we dressed up as the Limp Lizards. I really was just going, I was just introduced to the show. I was going to mainly support my husband, but I got the bug, and I was so excited last year. He dressed up as Red Johnny Mac / the Beast and got second place, and I was Pizzazz from Beauty and the Rock promoter and got first. And at the same time, I was testing being a drag queen and trying this out. And if it really wasn't, if I didn't go to JemCon, Bell Pepper never would have been born. And I'm really happy to entertain, make people laugh, bring a smile to people's faces, and then, make them cry because I'm judgmental. Judgmental.
Yes.
Well, we thank you for being here, Bell Pepper. And we've learned a little bit about our judges, but I think it's about time we learn just a little bit more. And if my host can allow me to share my screen, please, we're going to take a moment. We are all good to go, and let's learn a bit more about our judges.
For tonight's virtual JemCon Let the Music Cosplay Contest, we welcome an expert panel of previous cosplay winners to judge all of this year's outrageous entries. Judges will be taking into consideration the following: costume design and overall universal appeal, along with accuracy and craftsmanship. What's even more exciting is this year you get to have a vote too for our People's Choice Audience Favorite. Keep track of your favorite contestants and then vote for your favorite in the online poll at the end of the contest. We'll announce both the judges' choices and your People's Choice winner live once all the scores have been calculated. Let's meet our panel of judges now. Our first judge tonight is Raven. Raven has been cosplaying Jem for 5 years. She has received sashes in every level of competition as well as recognition as Rapture for Most Mystical and just last year, Best Twist on a Classic Look wearing Hollywood pizzazz for Ridiculesque. She won the crown in 2015 with Universal Appeal pizzazz, and we believe she might be the only person in modern JemCon history to have donned this look. She certainly has universal appeal. What she likes most about the Jem series is the music and the intricate detail of the character stories. She honestly feels this answer changes every year. Her most Jem-like quality is kindness. Her most Misfit-like quality, creativity. They have tried to upstage the holograms in so many unexpected ways. Her favorite Jem character is Aja, and her favorite Jem episode, Glitter and Gold. That's our first judge, Raven. Our second judge is Dancin' Jansen. Jansen pierced his ear in 6th grade because of Jem, and he was on the front steps of Cambridge, Massachusetts Town Hall when the first legal same-sex marriages happened in the U.S. What he likes most about the Jem series are the music videos incorporated into the show. What he's most proud of with his costume is that for the Honor Jar costume last year, he liked that it kind of looked like couture fashion with its unusual construction. His most Jem-like quality is he's optimistic no matter what. His most Misfit-like quality, he's competitive. His favorite Jem character is Synergy, and his favorite Jem episode, he loves the Starbright movie arc. That's our second judge, Dancin' Jansen. Our third judge is John Hellman. John says participating in the cosplay at JemCon helped give birth to his drag persona, Bell Pepper. What he likes most about the Jem series is the glitter. What he's most proud about with his costume is the growth. We've come a long way from my busted makeup as Limp Lizard. His most Jem-like quality, he's a star. Most Misfit-like quality, his humility. His favorite Jem character is Stormer, and his favorite Jem episode, it's a tie between Video Wars and Journey to Shangri-La. That's our third judge, John Hellman.
I'm excited about tonight. Now, judges, we're just about to get to the serious business. I want to know, what are you looking for that's going to help you to make your decisions?
I am looking for magic, that sparkle, that pizzazz.
So someone asked if that was Jamie, by the way. Yes, that was Jamie. But for me, sometimes you don't have the makeup skills, but you can sell it. So I love to see people who show commitment to the look, commitment to the fantasy, and someone that makes me love what they're doing no matter what they look like.
And I love to see heart come through. I like to see a person's essence come through, in their cosplay or the picture or whatever. And I like to see at least a pound of makeup. I want to caked on and cracking. So that's, if you have that, you're going to get a 10 from me every time.
All right. Are we ready to see some contestants?
Yes,
Let's do it.
Indeed.
Let us begin our cosplay competition.
It's time now to see all the outrageous cosplay contestants. Showtime, Synergy! Contestant number 1 is Jennard Cosplays. Jennard hosts upstate New York cosplay competitions as Jem, and the best hug she's ever received was from Samantha Newark. What she likes most about the Jem series is Jem and Jerica's passion for helping the girls of the Starlight House. It taught her at a very young age that there's no end to the love you can give. What she's most proud of about her costume is her makeup. Any chance to wear glitter is a win for her, and she feels that her makeup skills improve a little bit every time she cosplays. Her most Jem-like quality is she hopes she is as kind, helpful, fashionable, and inspiring to young girls as Jem was to her. She tries to be the person she needed when she was younger. Her most Misfit-like quality is she definitely can achieve pizzazz levels of sass. Her favorite Gem character is Stormer. She's cute and sweet, and she feels that she wants to do the right thing. Her favorite Gem episode is Starbright. Bonnie's eye surgery has always been memorable to her because Jameka always goes to great lengths to help the girls. Jennard is wearing a sparkly ensemble of a handmade sequin dress and thrift store pink leather jacket with truly outrageous pink glitter makeup. That's contestant number 1, Jennard Cosplays. Contestant number 2 is Jessica Houston. Jessica has been sewing and cosplaying since she was a kid, even before they called it cosplay. She's a dancer and sews costumes for herself too, and she's also a filmmaker. She loves the cartoon, the music, and the dolls. She says it's hard to choose just one favorite thing. The fashions are so fun, but she likes the positive messages about self-worth, friendship, and diversity. What she's most proud of about her costume is that she's very happy with how it turned out. She tried to make it as authentic as she could, but also what a person might wear in real life, so not too cartoonish. Her most Gem-like quality is she tries to be kind and supportive like Gem. Her most Misfit-like quality is she also likes to be in charge like Pizzazz. Her favorite Gem characters are Gem and Pizzazz, and her favorite Gem episode is Hollywood Gem, but she also loves Out of the Past. Jessica is wearing an ice blue sequin corset trimmed with black sequins, a faux leather jacket, and red leggings with stars and stripes with black pumps. That's contestant number 2, Jessica Houston. Contestant number 3 is Alice Fiddle. Alice is a seamstress, writer, and singer with a particular love for the Victorian era and Alice's adventures in Wonderland. What she loves most about the Gem series are the character dynamics along with the glorious, shameless, over-the-top nature of the aesthetics. What she's most proud of with her costume is she's really pleased with her fringed belt, which she drafted herself rather than altering a pre-existing pattern. Her most Gem-like quality is she cares deeply about the people around her and wants to help where she can. Her most Misfit-like quality is she's only ladylike where it suits her and never feels quite at home in the mainstream. Her favorite Gem character is Pizzazz, closely followed by Stormer, and her favorite Gem episode is The Band's Breakup. This recreation of Gem's classic performance look features a pink velour wrap dress, faux suede belt with matching wrist scrunchie, faintly sparkly lame hose, and Gem Star earrings packed with glitter. That's contestant number 3, Alice Fiddle. Contestant number 4 is Jessica. For their 30th birthday, she and 2 friends went on the trip of a lifetime to New Zealand. They climbed mountains and jumped off bridges, rode horses and found seals, and lounged in natural hot springs. They visited Hobbiton, and it was the best. What she loves most about the Gem series is the music. What she's most proud of with her costume is this jacket has been hand-painted. She's very proud of how straight and clean the lines turned out. The crisp graphic print is exactly what excites her about this outfit in the first place. Her most Gem-like quality is she believes in the power of caring. Her most Misfit-like quality is she says, "I want and take it all." Her favorite Gem character is Aja, of course, and her favorite Gem episode is In Stitches. This Aja look is simple in scope, but is visually stunning, and she's always wanted to wear it. The crisp black and white graphic jacket is bold. Pairing it simply with a matching orange top and capri set just further accentuates the style of the jacket. She chose a simple single accessory, a chunky blue rosin bangle to tie in Aja's classic hair and makeup. This style of the feminine portrayal of the masculine is one of her favorite things in 80s fashion. She also loves the shoulder pads. In her photos, she wanted to get Aja out in nature. She's a tomboy, but she glams it up real quick, even in flats. Pretty sharp, no? That's contestant number 4, Jessica. Contestant number 5 is Jacques Gagne as Tech Rat. Jacques loves technology and situations where it is well applied. What he loves about the Gem series is the sophisticated stories and well-developed characters. What he's most proud of with his costume is he recycled most parts from his wardrobe. His most Gem-like quality is positive leadership. His most Misfit quality, stubbornness. His favorite Gem character is Gem and Jameka, and his favorite Gem episode, Out of the Past. Tech Rat is a technological genius, but apart from Eric Raymond and Minx, he is sadly misunderstood. All his wonderful gadgets are falling apart because only he can operate them properly. His motto is, "Don't touch me," and in its pandemic time, he feels wonderful cooped up in his lab. The base part of Tech Rat's costume is a bald cap with a black wig glued on the side. He wears a long dark overcoat over a yellow vest, short pants, and sneaker boots. All parts, except from the wig and the bald cap, are recycled from his wardrobe of old things that he doesn't want to get rid of. He inserted his pictures in scenes from the Gimme a Gimmick Misfits clip, and he hopes you will enjoy. That's contestant number 5, Jacques Gagne as Tech Rat. Contestant number 6 is Erica Hill. Erica is an old soul and loves everything vintage, from TV to movies, to music to fashion, and everything in between. Also, she's a loving dog mom to her sweet fur baby, Rocky. What she loves about the Gem series is the soap opera structure. She loves triangles, drama, tension, blackmail, lies, scandals, rivalries, glamour, high fashion, and so much more. Also, she loves the songs and the MTV-style music videos that the show plays. What she's most proud of with her costume is she was able to find every piece for her costume in one day. She didn't even have to sew a stitch. Her most gem-like quality is she's so sweet and fun to be around, her fashion sense, and a strong passion for the 80s. Her most misfit-like quality? Spontaneity, wild personality, and speaking her mind. Her favorite Gem character is Jem, of course, and her favorite Gem episode, The Day the Music Died. Pizzazz is once again doing what she does best, just misbehaving. She lets the world know in a snazzy black jacket over a bright yellow bandeau top and a black miniskirt which is accessorized with a sophisticated gold belt. Strappy gold sandals make this number sizzle, as well as glamorous golden earrings and a black bead necklace. When it comes to high fashion, Pizzazz ain't playing around. That's contestant number 6, Erica Hill. Contestant number 7 is Jameka Jimmi Pynk Dobbs. Jameka is a lifelong Gem fan, cosplayer, graphic artist, YouTuber, and currently mask designer. What she loves most about the Gem series is the equal representation of all races. What she's most proud of with her costume is that she's 42 and can still rock a skirt this short. Her most Gem-like quality is her pink hair. Her most misfit-like quality is winning is everything. Her favorite Gem character is Shayna, and her favorite Gem episode, Back to Back. Jimmi Pynk's costume is inspired by what would happen in the continuation of Gem. In her costume, she's telling the story of Aja and Craig in the future. They get married, they adopt a foster child as a baby, they name her Jade. Jade takes a particular liking to her Aunt Stormer and grows up idolizing the Misfits. She learns guitar from her mother despite fighting to learn the keytar instead. And when 2003 rolls around and the nostalgia boom of the 80s is back, the daughters of Pizzazz and Roxy want to make a band. Misfits, the next generation. So they recruit Jade. They still wear outrageous 80s-inspired looks, but with a more updated style. She dyes her hair with streaks of blue as an homage to both of her parents' natural blue hair, but her style is all Misfits all the time, favoring leather and lace to the glittering gold of her mother's former band. And as an homage to her aunt, original Misfits member Stormer, she always has something in her hair. In this case, an outrageous blue fascinator resembling the shape of her aunt's infamous orange flower. That's contestant number 7, Jameka Jimmi Pynk Dobbs. Contestant number 8 is Joie Rose. She recently successfully got her boyfriend to watch all of Gem, and he loves it. What she likes most about the Gem series is, for her, it's all about the nostalgia, but she especially loves how you can tell that everyone who worked on the show was really passionate about telling interesting stories and making the best program they could. What she's most proud of about her costume is the fitted corset bodice. She's never attempted to make anything like that and was pleased that the fit was so seamless. Her most Gem-like quality is her generosity. She loves to give a little something because you get so much in return. Her most misfit-like quality is she might be small of stature, but she has a giant personality. Inside, she's 20 stories tall. Her favorite Gem character is Stormer, and she loves to see her softer side. Her favorite Gem episode is Out of the Past. She just loves all the context and backstory it adds to the show, and she can't lie, she cries every time she sees it. Her cosplay is Dance's gown, which was featured in the music video Flowers in My Hair from the episode Renaissance Woman. To create Dance's Renfest look, she made a skirt of lavender satin and a matching puff-sleeved blouse trimmed in gold ribbon. She also handmade the jewelry to match the necklace and earring set that we see Dance wear in the episode, and hand-sewed the wig that she's wearing to achieve Dance's signature color streaked hair. And, of course, to top it off, there are flowers in her hair. That's contestant number 8, Joie Rose. Contestant number 9 is Becky Coy. Each of her grandmothers shares a name with pizzazz, Phyllis and Margaret. What she likes most about the Gem series is the outrageous fashions and music. What she's most proud of with her costume is her savvy use of electrical tape recommended by her awesome husband. Her most gem-like quality is her desire to share a little bit of herself. Her most misfit-like quality is sometimes she loses her temper just like pizzazz. Her favorite Gem character? A toss-up between Gem and pizzazz. She's a little bit of both. And her favorite Gem episode? Midsummer Night's Madness. Pizzazz is ready to stir up a little bit of trouble in this rockin' ensemble. With her leather jacket, chunky belt, black miniskirt, and a necklace with a little bit of pizzazz and edge, she'll be at the top of the charts. Don't forget her matching cow print pumps, a staple for every woman with universal appeal. That's contestant number 9, Becky Coy. Contestant number 10 is Brandi Nuse-Villegas. She's an artist and has Gem drawings from since she was a kid. She also has 4 pet rats. What she loves about the Gem series is the complexity of the storylines. What she's most proud about with her costume is she found all the items except for the wig at thrift stores. Her most Gem-like quality? Probably being responsible and multi-talented and thus constantly pulled in different directions and feeling like she's different people depending on who she's with. Her most misfit-like quality? Her messiness. Her favorite Gem character is Jameka and Dance. It's a tie. And her favorite Gem episode? Midsummer Night's Madness. The outfit she's wearing consists of a fuchsia mini dress with a handmade belt, white tights, and outrageous metallic red pumps, completed with the iconic Gem Star earrings. That's contestant number 10, Brandi Nuse-Villegas. Contestant number 11 is Preventer Gold Costuming. She's been a Gem fan since the initial run on TV and got into mermaiding as a hobby after making her first tale from the Come In the Water Spine music video. What she loves about the Gem series is the difference in musical style between the Misfits, Holograms, and Stingers. What she's most proud of with her costume is the white ruffle is 22 yards of hand-pleated and gathered organza trim. Her most Gem-like quality is trying to give everyone she meets a fair shake and not judging by appearance. Her most misfit-like quality, determination, and going after her goals in her chosen career. Her favorite Gem character is Shayna, and her favorite Gem episode, Glitter and Gold. This entry is a hand-ruched, ombre-dyed chartreuse evening gown with organza trim and pink pumps chosen to match the original metallic look of the Gem doll accessories. That's contestant number 11, Preventer Gold Costuming. Contestant number 12 is Rachel. Rachel's grandpa is actually friends in real life with Ellen Bernfeld, the singing voice of Pizzazz. What she loves about the Gem series is the music. What she's most proud of with her costume is her mom helped to make it. Her most Gem-like quality is her willingness to help and problem solve, and her most misfit-like quality is her stubbornness and impatience. Her favorite Gem character is Dance, and her favorite Gem episode, Glitter and Gold. Rachel is cosplaying as Who Is He Kissing Gem? Can someone please finally answer the question and let her know who Rio is kissing? That's contestant number 12, Rachel. Contestant number 13 is Jen Kurek. Jen is a longtime Gem fan and loves all things 80s. Her favorite thing about the series? All of it. What she's most proud of with her costume is it's different than most cosplay. Her most Gem-like quality is kindness. Her most misfit-like quality is she's impatient. Her favorite Gem character is Gem, and her favorite Gem episode is Broadway Magic. This costume is a mix of all 3 Gems, comic, TV, and movie. That's contestant number 13, Jen Kurek. This year we had some amazing, outrageous cosplay entries. Now get ready to vote for your People's Choice favorite.
Let's give it up for all of them. Judges, didn't they all do a fantastic job?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Very impressive.
Thank you very much,
very
all of our contestants. So, judges, let's talk a little about this. What were you seeing? What did you like? What did you think of all this?
Oh, there were so many different concepts that all came to life so vividly. It was, I heard I saw one of the people in the comments say that we're actually at JemCon. This feels like we're there. And this is, just everything coming together all together for all of the different conceptualizations is fantastic.
Yes.
Very fantastic.
It was a tough choice because they were so good, you know. It was just, yeah.
No, I love just seeing how people really embodied their characters. They used their surroundings, they used props. Like, it really made this decision so difficult, who should be better than who, because like everyone really did such an outstanding job. Like, everyone should be so proud. And like, you didn't have to do this. It's a crazy time, and you like sent us some art, some creativity, and all of you should keep your head held high, because it takes a lot to do this in front of people that you might not know.
Absolutely. And there were so many awesome things. In fact, we do have some special recognitions. I just want to know, do we have, I don't want to know the answer yet, but do we have the poll tallied at this point?
It looks like we're still waiting on a few people to make their choices. So make your choice now. Otherwise, the result will be without your input, and you're going to have to live with that for the rest of this year. Only this year. Next year. The poll is officially closed, and my producer is going to give me the name of the winner and a special, probably just a scrap of piece of paper. So when we get to that point, I will have your announcement.
Okay. All right. Well, while we're waiting for that and we have our scores calculated, we do have a few special recognitions that we'd like to announce. So we want to say congratulations to our best command of makeup goes to Jennard Cosplays. Congratulations, Jennard. We love that makeup. Best use of props goes to Jessica Houston, that star on the Walk of Fame. Best channeling of the gem spirit goes to Alice Fiddle. We could see it in her eyes. Best original costume piece goes to Jessica for that jacket.
Yes.
Best cartoon depiction, in the middle of it all, was Jacques Gagne. Put himself in that cartoon.
I feel like we were watching the video.
Exactly. Yes. Wonderful.
Best presentation of pizzazzitude goes to Erica Hill. She channeled that spirit for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But no explosions. Disappointed that there were no explosions.
Yes, no explosions.
Let's not encourage her. Best original fan fiction concept interpretation goes to Jameka Jimmi Pynk Dobbs. Best Renaissance wear to Joie Rose, bringing dance to life for us.
Yes.
Fiercest hair goes to Becky Coy. She was rocking that pizzazz. Most authentic pumps go to Brandi Nuse-Villegas. We could definitely see Jem wearing that.
Red from the 80s.
Yes.
Best formal wear goes to Preventer Gold Costuming. Best integrity interpretation goes to Rachel. Hasbro did that fashion as well, but we think that we could see a little more integrity going on there.
She's got lots of integrity.
Yes.
And most creative gem mashup with a little from all styles of gem goes to Jen Kurek. So congratulations to all of our contestants and those special recognitions. And now I think it is Sash time. Sash time does begin with People's Choice.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask Belle Pepper to do the honors for this one and tell us who is going to be the recipient of the People's Choice Sash.
Well, let me tell you, just again, I wish we could give a sash to everyone, but unfortunately, we only can give one People's Choice Award. The decision was very difficult. I have my friend Rhea here to help me read. The People's Choice Award for Virtual 2020 Cosplay goes to Jameka, Jimmi, Pynk, Dobbs.
Woo! Congratulations, Jameka. So we will be mailing the sashes. We'll be in contact to make arrangements. And we're about to announce our third place truly outrageous sash winner is Erica Hill. Congratulations, Erica.
Oh.
Very nice job. Our second place truly outrageous winner is Jameka, Jimmi, Pynk, Dobbs. Congratulations, Jameka, again.
Yes. Wow.
And our first place truly outrageous cosplay winner is Jessica Houston. Congratulations, Jessica. Jessica, if you're with us, we'd like to see, we'd like to know if you would be interested in saying a few words.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm super excited. This is awesome. Woo! Thank you.
Your costume was fantastic. Tell us about it.
Well, that's my favorite episode is Hollywood Gem. And I went out and I went to some stores for some inspiration, and I couldn't find anything really that worked. So I got together some of my patterns because I do a lot of sewing for belly dance. And I know that's not cosplay, but I have actually done some belly dance cosplay, but that's a whole nother thing. But so I got some patterns together, and I had to mix and match patterns because there was no Hollywood Gem pattern. But I made the jacket with the faux leather, and I couldn't find yellow, and I thought, well, tan is close, and maybe that's more realistic anyway for a real life outfit. So I did the tan, and then the corset. I had to hand sew a lot of it because sequins are a real pain in the butt to sew. But I got black trim with sequins on it for the outlines, and then the pants, I ended up just sewing plain red pants, and I had to cut out the stars and the stripes from gold material. So I bought this like a ribbon for the stripes, and then the stars were like this faux leather that I cut out the star shapes and I glued them on the pants. And I was hoping it would stay together because they're stretch pants, and then you put it on, and I was afraid they would all pop off. So that's how I made it, pretty much.
Congratulations.
You better do it.
Wonderful
That's
job.
amazing.
As did all of our contestants this year. This was an amazing competition, and we want to thank everybody who is participating in it. And I hope you had a great time, and I hope you see some of these live and in person next year as well.
Thank you all so much for participating. This was great for us, and my first time judging is fantastic. I will be back next year.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.